Hello everyone, hello people, welcome back to our channel. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I greet you all according to your time and locations you will be watching this video. Yes, my dear viewers, I am back again with another update. So guys, I have a video here I would like we all to watch. But before then, if you're meeting my channel for the very first time, you're highly welcome. Please kindly do well to like, share and subscribe. Leave your thought on the comment section. Let us know what you think about this video. And I will see you towards the end.
If anything should happen to David, every one of us are all responsible to make sure that whoever might get it into their stupid skull to do anything to him, have us to answer to. This will not be the Mohbad nonsense. Let's be clear, when I say Mohbad nonsense, all of you are jumping on that for different reasons without looking at the deeper issue, and I'm not ready to speak to it just yet. Nothing I say is going to do anything for Mohbad. He's already dead. But David is alive and well, and you all get to get this into your head. He has done nothing to deserve being hounded, and you all have to get into your head. He's fighting our battles. He is fighting our battle. He sacrificed way too much already. Enough said on that subject. Wake yourselves up and understand whether you like the man or not. It's not about whether you like him. He is telling our truths. You understand? And he sacrificed a lot to do that. Get it into your head. Not all, if he was here, you probably have been picked up or something. Some of us have to be out there. He's the one out there telling our stories without having to look over his shoulder and be worrying about the Asari Dokubos of this world, the MC Mushroom became unknown gunmen, no men. I don't care. Just get it into your head. David is fighting our battle. It's our battle. But you hear crazy. A holy Nigerian phenomenon. You know, a little over a week ago, I woke up in the morning and went online and found this word, Bajue, thrusted violently into my consciousness. It began with reactions to what Prof said in South Africa. I found the video, a very short clip, and I was incensed. And in my anger, very unlike me, I reacted. But that is not the way of the wise. It is not wise to react. Wisdom is found in responses, because in responses you find deep reflection and you're able to be more measured, and then you can deal with the issue rather than the persons. So after my initial reaction, I decided I wasn't going to speak to the issue again for a while. And then I began to ponder it. And the more I pondered the issue, the more I began to understand the need to speak to all of us about the phenomenon that I have tagged Bajue crazy. There is nothing about it that is crazy other than the fact that Bajue is happening in a crazy environment. But you know me and my predilection with definitions. And again, given the fact that the word Bajue comes from the Yoruba language, it is important that as it has now attained a nationalistic context, it is important that we all understand the etymology so that we might better understand the meaning. So I was thinking, what was the closest English word that would literally explain what the Yorubas meant by the coinage, Bajue. Bajue is a contraction of a phrase, Baojue, literally meaning slap arm. That is Bajue. But what does this mean? So I went and I remembered this word, a chancer, is a slang that has its root in Irish language, the Gaelic language, is transferred itself pretty well into the English language. But who is a chancer as per the English language? A chancer is a slang, an unscrupulous or dishonest opportunist who is prepared to try any dubious scheme for making or furthering his or her own hand. Okay, when you delve deeper and you go to the meaning in Irish English, it says someone who chances their hand a lot or pretends to be someone they are not, or tries to fool people into doing something. Key word here is the difference between the classic English definition of chancer and the Irish English root of the word. Or pretends to be someone they are not. So I told myself, it is critical that we engage with this subject so that we move away from engaging with the person and then ignore all the issues that we should be dealing with, which are, what is Badue? Who is a Badue? Nigeria and Badue. The sustainability of Badue in the face of the truth. Tinubu and Badue. Tinubu's February Badue. Explanations of Badue. Deniers of Badue. So we'll now deal with it, not necessarily in that alphabetical order. So what we'll do is this. Who is a Badue? We've defined it. A Badue is a chancer. Somebody who would do anything to advance his cause. He would assume the identity of anyone to advance his cause. He will snatch it, he will grab it, he will run with it. That is a Badue, a chancer. The man who is currently ensconced in the presidency of Nigeria is a Badue. That is just the simple truth borne out by all the facts that are in the public space. His name is not his name. His date of birth is not his date of birth. His gender is not his own. His certificates are not his own. He has no classmates anywhere. He is a chancer, salon. If I may borrow I think I'm pronouncing that French word right. He's a chancer. That is the chancer. That is the Badue. But why? Why is it that the tag that clearly belongs to one man, the crime family he heads, the political tendency he leads, whose life is a testament to Badue, is ignored? And those seeking to break the fetters of virtual slavery, which is what membership of the Nigerian state is, are the ones that are being labeled as Badue. So what I want us to do is, why were we labeled Badue? Because when I say we, it was clear that it was our victory that was being denied. But I don't want to jump ahead of myself. It is critical that when you want to hang a dog, you must give it a bad name. In marketing and in branding, naming is important. At the end of the fraudulent INEC process, when Bola Ahmed Tinubu was declared the president-elect of Nigeria, a word was introduced into the Nigerian political lexicon. The aggrieved were tagged fascists. Those who carried no guns during the election were labeled fascists. Those who had their skulls broken open were labeled fascists. Those who were threatened openly, without camouflage, without hiding, by known criminal associates of Mr. Bola Ahmed Tinubu, or the man known as Bola Ahmed Tinubu, people who were the victims of the baby eclair of Obiapo, Wike, they were the ones who were labeled fascists. When this happened, I couldn't bring myself to engage with what I was hearing. And privately, might even have been one of those who found excuses and explanations for that turn of phrase. But the reality is that the true fascists are not unknown to all, including the one who tagged us fascists. That moment passed. And then I asked myself, why was this necessary? Regardless of how strongly one might feel about the vociferous nature, quote and unquote, of the obedient movement, or even persons within the movement. And then I realized that, like I said already, it was about inverting the truth. Because it was very clear to anyone watching the electoral process, and it remains so, and it is the testimony of multiple Nigerian and multinational observers team. It was clear exactly who the fascists were. But the moment passed. So, when this one happened again in Faraway Stellenbosch, I asked myself, what is the purpose of the prof's labeling of everything we did as graduates? And then I recall one Yoruba proverb. It says, "Aitete mole, ole moloko." If you hesitate to apprehend the thief that you find on your farm, it is emboldened to declare you the thief on the farm that you have tilled. If you move away from the labeling of Gbajue, and we've already made clear exactly who the Gbajue is in this situation, and you now begin to deal with the substance of what Prof said. And why is what Prof said important in any way? Before I begin to deal with the substance, let's be clear about one thing. Professor Soyinka was 26 years old when he directed the play, A Dance of the Forest, I believe it was called, at Nigeria's independence. I was in Bonn. How many 26-year-olds today have a voice in Nigeria, talk less of being given the opportunity to present a play, even at our Independence Day celebration? Does anybody even feel sufficiently independent enough to be inspired into writing anything? That was Professor Soyinka, 1960. He was 26 years old. He's 89. It is redundant for us, this generation, and those of my generation, and those of you who call yourselves Gen Zs. It is redundant in the extreme for us to be waiting for Professor Soyinka to tell us the truth that are our own objective realities. He has lived his time.